Wait. Don't go anywhere because somebody asked a question and I got to answer it. So don't go anywhere and make sure y'all can hear me because I just did a whole live and nobody heard me. Right? So don't go nowhere because I really got to answer this question and you really got to listen to what it is. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Questions and Answers. All right, let's get it. So 15-minute live Q&A with your CEO 3 times, the real Alisa Applewhite. I am the real Alisa Applewhite, your CEO 3 times, and this is the Q&A, y'all. All right, so let's get down to the questions. Y'all, I'm telling you, these people, they be messaging you about businesses. Oh, Jesus. I gotta get this to my virtual assistant scene. All right, so why do we go live every Monday through Friday, y'all? It's simple. We go live Monday through Friday because people keep asking me questions and I'm going to answer them, right? They be asking me crazy questions too. So you always got to stay tuned to realize, figure out what they asking me, right? And some of them be great questions and it can help you in your life. It can help you in your business, right? Regardless if you're in healthcare staffing or just generalized business. So I literally get emails, texts, I get calls, y'all. I get people pulling me aside. Hey, da. And I truthfully want to answer everybody's question. So we started questions and answers live for 15 minutes, Monday through Friday, where I answer the questions that you ask. And then on Saturdays and Sundays, you can get the recording of the different questions people ask. And hey, it might just be your question, right? And you can always catch us here, catch content here for sure at 12 o'clock every day, like clockwork, 12 o'clock, right? So that is why we go live Monday through Friday. Y'all get this question all the time as well. Why do they call you CEO 3 times, y'all? It's simple. We are all CEO 3 times in our lives, right? So we're CEO to ourselves, we're CEO to our family, and we are CEO to our community. So we're all CEO 3 times. But the reason why I initially started calling myself that was because I had 3 companies. My people on Instagram, make sure you comment CEO 3 times so I can see that you're up there, because I'm trying not to look back at the phone. Trying to pay attention, look straight ahead, right? So make sure you comment CEO 3 times so I know that you are listening. You can hear me, y'all. I just did a whole live on Instagram, which I'm going to talk about later. That was no voice at all. So I'm just like, did God meant for me to put that out? Maybe 75% is too big of a discount to give people, but I'm going to do it again. All right. So the reason why they call it CEO 3 times, we have 3 companies, right? We have top of the line healthcare staffing. This is the healthcare staffing company that staffs medical professionals in hospitals, doctors' offices, and nursing homes. Then we have TOTLHS Heart to Go Inc. This is our nonprofit, right? This is the baby that takes care of the holistic medical professional all together. And then we have our company number 3, the real Alisa Applewhite Consulting. And in this consulting company, we literally teach you how to build a healthcare staffing agency from scratch to government. We partner with hospitals to teach them on how to retain their staff. We help everyday medical professionals like you to be the best medical professional you could potentially be. We have a podcast, y'all, called Beyond the Scrubs Podcast. I'm so excited, right? Where we take everyday people like you, right? Patients and medical professionals, and we just allow you to tell your story and we get it out, right? We get it out for you. What else we have in there? We also in a consulting company. That's not on my side, that's on my husband's side of the company. So I'm trying to think. It's just so much with this consulting company, y'all. We help everyday businesses, healthcare staffing businesses to target healthcare staffing clients, right? So that's one of the things we offer. We offer so many services, so just reach out. I'm quite sure we offer something for you, especially when it comes to healthcare staffing, because we want to see you grow. Why? When you grow, patients are being taken care of. Point blank, period. It ain't about nothing but patients over here in this world, right? So point blank, period. All right, so we did that one. Let's see what the question is for today. So the question is for today, we got 10 minutes on the clock because y'all know I started running the clock because I want to respect your time. The question for today is, how do you be transparent and private in business? Oh, this is a good question. I don't know who asked this question, but God, I be struggling with this. Like, y'all, this is a real struggle. And if you're a business owner out there and you be struggling with how to be transparent but private in business, like, I want you just to comment transparent or comment private, right? Like, this is a really, really good question. So whoever asked this question, shout out to you. All right, so how it works, I give you 3 things on what I think would answer the question that you gave, right? Again, you asking me, so I'm answering it, right? So number 1, how do you be transparent and private in business? You be honest with yourself. Like, I know I did these answers because it sounds like me. So how do you be transparent and private in business? You be honest with yourself. You decide what you are willing to let the world know about you, about your business, right? Because at the end of the day, whatever you put out is out there, right? And most of people say, well, I don't want to put my numbers out there. I don't want to put my percentage out there. But if you go to Dun & Bradstreet and your business is registered with Dun & Bradstreet the real way, right, your revenue is up there. So they can actually, you can pull from Dun & Bradstreet. And you can look up any company to see how much their revenue is, how much they made. And what Dun & Bradstreet does is what I absolutely love is, in order to add that, now this is an elective service. So most business owners don't have to put it up there, but they put it up there because they want to, 1, gain that they're a company, 2, potentially go public as a company. So they want their numbers to be known, right? They want to be truthful. And what Dun & Bradstreet do is they ask you for a profit and loss, right? So they ask you for a profit and loss to verify that you're just not giving them numbers, right? And some of them ask for a balance sheet too, again, to verify that you're just not giving them numbers. So you have to be honest with yourself and say, what am I going to be transparent about when it comes to my business? Am I going to tell people how much revenue I'm making? Am I going to tell them how I'm struggling sometimes, with staffing or with the behaviors of people? Am I going to tell them the moments that I just broke down and cried, like, I don't want to do this anymore? Like, you got to determine for you how transparent you want to be, right? Am I going to tell them about the time when, somebody didn't pay their bill? Am I going to tell them about the time when I didn't know how I was going to make payroll, but God came through every time, right? So you got to determine on how transparent you want to be. And I feel like if you're honest with yourself, that will also limit how private you are, right? So one of the things my mom said to me, which made sense, is you tell people things that that's not going to hurt you, right? So once it's out, then it's out. Like, you could sugarcoat it, you could lie and say you didn't say it, but once it's out, especially on these videos. So I'll be looking at these videos sometimes like, girl, I can't believe you said that. But I said it and it's out. So I live with that concept that once it's out, it's out. And, I can apologize for it, but it's out, right? So if you are honest with yourself, right? If you are truly, truly honest with yourself, this determines how private you are in business, right? It determines if you want to keep, how much loans you're getting to yourself, how many people you're terminating, how many people you're hiring, and especially when you're being honest with yourself, how to be transparent in private and business, like the things that make your business totally different, right? So like your secret ingredient, you should never tell nobody. Like, I don't care what business you're in. If it's your secret ingredient, let them figure that out. That little secret should stick with you, because you might think everybody know the secret and they probably don't, right? And that's what makes your business stand out. Like, we have a lot of secret ingredients in our companies that keep us so effective and keep people wanting to work for us, keep our employees happy, and also keep our staff happy, right? Which is our employees. Look, I said that. So you have to determine what's transparent enough and what's private enough to keep for yourself, what's transparent enough to tell the world, right? But it starts with being honest with yourself. All right. So then the next one is, it says, how do you be transparent in private and business? Be honest with your team. Like, let your team know, hey, this is what my expectations are. This is what I need. I have talked about this several times. I wish I would have implemented it when I first started my business. It's KPIs, right? Daily KPIs. Some people do weekly KPIs. Some people do monthly KPIs. But to get to the nitty gritty, depending on how much revenue you want to make, over here, y'all talking to somebody who will be a billionaire. So I'm making it very clear. We do daily KPIs. I need to know what you're doing daily. I need to track what you're doing daily. Why? Because we need to nip it in the bud if it's not where we're going to be, right? If it is messing up with our projection, our weekly projection, our monthly projection, our quarterly projection, our annual projection. I just gave y'all all those projections. I need to write them down, right? If it is affecting our projection, we're going to catch it on the day. We're not going to catch it a week later. We're not going to catch it a month later. We ain't going to catch it a quarter later. We're going to catch it on the day. So that next 24 hours, you make up for the time and the stuff that you missed for that first 24 hours, right? So you got to be honest with your team. You got to be very transparent with them. You have to let them know your expectations, and you have to believe in your expectations and stand on your expectations, even though it might be your favorite employee. You just like, Lord, she just having a bad day. But really, is she having a bad day 20 days out of a month? Think about it. You got to think about it. You got to be transparent with your team, right? So be honest with your team. And how are you private with your team? You let your team know, hey, what is it comfortable? What is comfortable enough for me to say around you? Or does this make you feel uncomfortable? Or what is uncomfortable for me to mention about you? Like, say if we're doing like a speech, or I'm introducing you, or I'm telling people, like when we hire services. So we have account manager services where literally outside businesses come into us. They come and they work with our account managers to help them to target clients, right? To get premium clients. So it's like, we got to ask ourselves, our team, hey, how comfortable are you training this person? What are the expectations you have for this person? What are the expectations you have for me as an owner, right? So you have to be honest with your team. One thing that I will say that I wish I never did was have a financial rounding with everybody on the team. Anybody who worked for me in the office staff, I literally let them know every number we were facing, the good numbers, the bad numbers, and the beautiful numbers. And I have learned that is just for your C-suite team. Listen to what I'm saying to y'all. People, when you are an owner, they look at you for guidance. And when they see the weakness in the infrastructures and you see the vision, but all they see is the numbers, right? It can discourage them. It can take them off the path, right? It can make them anxious where they want to leave the company, right? And you're not going to always have the numbers you want, but you're going to strive for it, right? So what I'm saying to you is, when you have those honest financial meetings, it needs to be with your C-suite people, right? So the people that are going to manage the other people, so they know, and not make it a whole company-wide announcement like, Hey y'all, today I just want to drop the announcement that we are $10,000 in the hole, but we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine because your leader is here to help, right? No, that's not how it works, or y'all, we just got a letter from workers' comp and 7 people fell, but we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine, right? It's just certain information you got to hold for certain people, all right? So the last one is, how do you be transparent in private and business? You take everything else to the grave. I can't believe I put this. All right, so how do you be transparent in private and business? You take everything else to the grave. So I put this because this is my grandmother. Shout out to you, Nana Janie Moore. Love you for life. You are amazing. And because of you, I am amazing, right? She used to say this to me. She said, the only one that you tell your issues to is God. And I'm not talking about a priest. She said, you go pray directly to God and then you take it to the grave. I don't understand these women who want to be so honest and open and da 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 da. This is what my grandmother always said to me. So you go ahead, you pray, you get it out your system, you give it to God, and then you take it to the grave. That's the only people you gotta be honest with is yourself and God, right? And it's just crazy. And I do believe in honesty with people, right? But prime example, like I'm just gonna bring this up for people who watch Shay Shay, Club Shay Shay, right? I love Shannon Sharp. I absolutely love him. I love watching his podcast. He be pulling out some stuff with people, right? And he had this young lady up there. I can't remember her name, but he had this young lady up there, and she literally told him on screen her body count. And for people who don't know what that is how many men she slept with in her whole life, right? So when she said it, and I looked, and my grandmother's voice came in my head, like, she should have took that to the grave, right? So it's like, yeah, I'm being open and honest, but guess what? Everybody don't respect your honesty. And not only do they not respect your honesty, everybody don't forget. They don't, right? So it's always going to be there, and that image is going to always be with you, and that tarnishes you because when you think you're in a great relationship and everything going great, and he just loves you so much, and then as soon as something goes south, what do he do? Y'all tell me what he do. Y'all tell me what he do. He gonna bring it up. He's going to bring it up. Like, you should be happy. I'm loving you sleeping with 800 men. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is very important when it comes to business, right? How do you be transparent in private and business, y'all? Some things you just gotta take to the grave, right? You can't tell everything because honestly, when you are talking about the negativity, you are actually bringing it to light. So you have to keep pumping, especially as a CEO, especially as an owner. You have to keep pumping positivity into your company, right? Because when everybody see that the head is bothered, the body is going to wither every time, right? So definitely make sure you are taking things to the grave. Okay. All right. So that's my time. Let's get it. So let's answer all 3. How do you be transparent in private and business? Again, this is my response. Number 1, be honest with yourself. Number 2, be honest with your team. And number 3, y'all, just take it to the grave. Just take it to the grave. What's wrong with y'all people telling everything, telling all y'all business? What's wrong with you? Just stop it. Okay. You tell people what you don't care that they're going to repeat. That's what you tell people. You don't care what they're going to repeat, right? Everything else, take it to your grave. Nobody need to know you have a mole on the back of your booty that only your husband or your wife seen. Come on now, take it to the grave. All right, so I want to make sure you are following me on all social media platforms, y'all. That is The Real Alisa Applewhite, the one and only The Real Alisa Applewhite. Follow me on all social media platforms. It's The Real Alisa Applewhite. I want you to go to my YouTube channel right now, like right now. And I want you to subscribe. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? The Real Alisa Applewhite. Go subscribe. We got a heart. Who we got it from? Rock. Oh, what's up? What's up, Rock? So he does our thumbnails. Yeah. Awesome. So subscribe to the YouTube channel now. right? So right now, as I always end it, I'm telling you, like I've always told you before, and it's never going to end for me because people don't hear this enough. They just don't hear this enough. Sorry, Instagram people, I just realized I was shaking on my arm. You are absolutely beautifully made. You are absolutely beautifully made. You are perfect in every way, and don't let anybody tell you different, right? You are created in the perfection that you already in. So don't let anybody tell you differently. And what I'm saying to you is God absolutely loves you. Like absolutely, absolutely love you, right? I absolutely love you. And I don't know who you are. I don't know who people are out in this world, but I absolutely love you. And I'm so glad you're breathing. And I'm so glad that you chose to be here with me today. But what I'm saying to you is, I promise you, there is no love like God's love, right? Your mama, your daddy, your wife, your kids, your spouse. Nobody loves you the way that God loves you, right? So go out and build a relationship with your creator, because this is the only way that I know to sustain a business. This is the only way that I know to sustain my mind. This is the only way that I know to sustain my family. And what I'm telling you is, you need to go out and build that relationship with your creator today. I'm gonna go live again on Instagram, so y'all can know I am offering 75% off of the course that we're doing to help people build healthcare staffing agency from scratch to government. So if you're interested, you better reach out, because I'm doing it in December, and that'll be it for the end of the year. Like, I'm doing it in December, that'll be it for the end of the year. So you got to get your seat, because I'm only taking limited seats, and we are going to make a lot of people healthcare staffing owners. So reach out to me. Comment sale is something else. I said comment. Comment Black Friday, like comment something. So Black Friday or sale. So I know that you are talking about that, right? I had to think, y'all. I think I'm getting sleepy. I think that's what it is. But anyway, I absolutely love y'all. I will see you on Monday, and let me leave you with what we got. I like this one. I just love this one. It's just everything. All right, y'all. Bye. Alisa Applewhite, your CEO 3 times. This is going to be a millionaire mindset. Tip number 1, your new friends' conversation should make your old friends uncomfortable or intrigued. Let that sink in.